Hi, my name is Frank Kovacs,
And I'm Annette Moser.
and this is our biochemistry lab here at UNK. We do basically teaching biochemistry to college students here at UNK, and today we wanted to demonstrate to you chromatography, how to separate molecules from each other using a small column, and we are going to separate two colored molecules.
The column works by having some stuff inside it, and there's little holes inside that stuff in there. And here's a column like this. And so this is the chromatography medium, and there's these little particles in there. It looks like a gel for you, but there's little tiny particles, and some of them have holes in them. And so when you put this particular stuff in there, it's going to have small molecules are going to get stuck in the small holes, and big molecules are going to be excluded from those. And so the big things are going to shoot out first, and the small things are going to come out last.
So first we're just going to put the sample right onto the top of the column. And you can see that it's just one kind of reddish-brown blob on the top of the column. And next we're going to add what's known as the buffer to the top of the column. Now we have to be real careful how we add it. So we're going to add it real slow into the side of the tube so that the buffer just goes down and sits on top of that little dark red dot.
And what is that dark red dot?
It is a basically a mixture of two molecules. Get our little waste tube under there. And what will happen is, as this buffer that we added pushes down on it, you can see the dark red dot to begin to separate into a pink dot and a brown dot. And so what we thought was just one color is actually made up of two different colored molecules that gave rise to this kind of a brownish red. And now you can see kind of why it was brownish red, because it had two different colored molecules in there.
So is one of the colors a different size molecule like you were mentioning?
So here
So we have a little bit further along the way, you can see we have this red compound, and that red compound is a lot smaller than the brown compound. And the brown compound has been going down further because it goes a lot faster through this separation.
And here is the separation almost near the end, and you can see what we would do is now if we wanted to just get that brown compound, we would take this bottom off, and then the brown compound will just start to drip out. And we could actually collect the brown compound in a tube, and that brown compound now has been separated from the pink compound. And this is what we call a chromatography separation. You can see even that brown.
So you can see the brown drop
dots
in there. If you zoom in really good, you can see that it's
brown
brown
drop
colored.
is coming off right now.
And so you can actually collect the separated compounds. And so you can use chromatography for a lot of things. You can use it for identification, because you can time how long it takes something to come out, and if things come out at the same time, you can infer that they're the same compound. But you can also do fraction collections and separations. And so sometimes, like the drugs that you take, like the prescription medicine, when they first make them, they might have a mixture of different compounds, but they only want one of them because one of them is what is the actual medicine. And so they can use chromatography to separate out the different compounds and keep only the medicine that they want to put in the pills that they're making.
And you can see if we wanted, say we didn't really want the brown one, we wanted the pink one, we could just wait longer. And the pink one will move down to the bottom, and we would collect off the pink compound. But they're completely separated, whereas before they were mixed together, and you couldn't go in and pull out one molecule from another. But with this column, we're able to separate them because they move at different speeds.
So that pink and brown used to be that dark red that you
It used
started
to be that dark red.
Okay, so this is an advanced use of chromatography.
Yeah, and if you
right?
look at what we started with, basically you can see they've begun to separate, and they will just move right on through because they're moving at different speeds.
Very cool.